I want a talking scale so badly. I also want a catchy intro made, and at the very end, I want it to say, "Hello, it's ready." Hello, it's ready. I kind of want to make coffee, but I really don't need any caffeine right now with my heart doing this. Ain't nobody looking for this. Ain't nobody looking for this. I'm balding. I have bad teeth. I'm 267 pounds of pure sadness. Do I have a booger? Yeah. Yes, I have a booger. I am a booger. I'm gonna make coffee.
Boogers. Everyone has them up in their nose. If you don't have them, then you are weird. Snort them, pick them, blow them on your shirt. Whatever you gotta do, whatever don't hurt. Making coffee. We're just chilling here, watching you yawn. Falling asleep on the stream today. I hope you got sleep. You probably sleep all the time. The coffee won't help. You're just gonna go back to sleep.
I love you. You know I can suck the chrome off the trailer hitch. I need a whole makeover. Today is day one. Y'all, we only got 7 people here. I have nothing to talk about, but I don't want to end it. I just don't want to. Actually, I probably shouldn't have another cup of coffee, so I'm not going to. I can't believe it's only 2 o'clock. I don't know, I just have nothing to say.
How's the coffee working for you, working for you? You got to drink so much, but you never fucking wake up. How's that coffee working for you, young boy? Just gonna go back to sleep. If you got heart palpitations and anxiety, coffee is the perfect thing. Duh. Coffee and boogers.
Oh shit. It's fucking coffee, oh shit. Oh my god. Ah, you're in there. Oh, good Lord, help me. Coffee and boogers.
Coffee and boogers.
Alright, y'all, I guess I'm gonna go, but thank you for hanging out with me. Bye.
Hello, hello. That is from Please Notice Me. I apologize for not linking earlier, but be sure to go subscribe to her channel. She has a ton of amazing tunes and has, you know, one of the few Deity songs out there. But I don't know, maybe I have something to show you tonight. Anyway, hi Lilith Moonchild. Hi the Geeky Banana Says. Hi Jaleo. Hi Smelly Cat. Hi Ravishin the Conqueror. Hi Elf Zeppo. Hi Biscuits Now. How's everybody doing tonight? Hi Brittany Burb. Hi Keldos. Doing okay. How about I'm doing amazing now that you're live? That was the correct answer. Thank you. Hi Luann Platter. Hi Evil Unicorn. Hi Sylvel 2002. Hi Lilith Moonchild. Hi Biscuits Now. Hi Keldoge. Hi Count Joshua. I'm doing amazing now that you're live and I'm feeling blessed. You don't have to fucking lie. I know you're not feeling blessed. But anyway. All right, be sure to click the join button. Or first of all, be sure to hit the like button. There's 50 of you in here and only 16 of you hit the like button, okay? So make sure you hit the like button because you know you're going to like the stream anyway. And if you don't like it, if you enjoy the stream and you don't like it, you're basically lying to yourself. Also, consider clicking the join button and becoming a member. It's only $2.99 a month, which is less than you spent at McDonald's today. I know that much. And click the super chat. We have a goal actually for the super chat today. Did you guys check the goal today? If we get 5 $2 super chats, then Russ gets the last word on this stream. Okay? So click the $sign, do the super chat thing. I can't do that here, can I? On my other channel, it gives me free memberships I can gift out. But anyway, click the $sign, become a member, super chat. Also, click the PayPal link. I have to get my PayPal metrics up, okay, in the pin message. And can I have a membership? Yes, it only costs $2.99 a month. New Deity song was great. Real bop. Shh, don't spoil it. But thank you so much for the $2 super chat, Biscuit Now. I appreciate it. Can I summon the child? Of course. We love having Russ here. Only $2.99. What a steal of a deal. Exactly. All right. So listen, I apologize for not going live last week. I ate some bad cheese and I just was not feeling well at all last week. That's the long and the short of it. I won't go too much into it. But I was just not feeling up to it last week. So I have dedicated myself to streaming, I guess, as much as I possibly can this week. I actually probably would have been live on the other channel today if I hadn't done what I did earlier. Press 1 if you were there on Hussey's channel today. So earlier today, I went live. Press 2 if you weren't. Okay, I want to know who wasn't. Earlier today, I went live with Carrie and Hussey and Anja. Do you guys know Anja? This is all Shanny stuff, by the way, for those of you that they may be out of the loop with this. Anja is the person that shared her nudes with Rev, and then last February Shanny and Rev got into a big fight over it. It was what resulted in the I love tattoos, that argument. Does anyone remember the tattoos argument? I love, capital letters, Love, love tattoos and seeing them. Yeah, that fight, that was a result. Anja is the one with the tattoos. Okay, Anja's the tattoo girl, the tattoo girl from Norway. Okay, why is she sending nudes to him? Well, I would encourage you to watch this stream and you can find out. According to her, it's trolling. But I just wanted to link this. Y'all check it out and make sure you subscribe to Hussy. There's also a link on the community tab if you don't catch the link. She also loves to do photo shoots with Nazis on the cover of the magazine. Yes, that seems to be the case. Definitely did not expect a nudie magazine to have Stalin and Hitler on the cover. But to be fair, it had FDR on the cover too. So I'm thinking maybe there was some context around that as to why, they all three, maybe it was just like an article about World War II history. I don't know. Anja is a fun idiot. That's a good way of putting it. I would agree with that. But anyway, like I said, link in the chat. Make sure you go check it out. Sub to Hussy, give him a like, and yeah, and pay me. All right. Deity. So I would have gone live about this last week. And, I got to be honest, I'm glad I didn't, just because I'm kind of sick of giving this fat fuck my fucking time. But I figured he had a few videos. We could do a nice kind of condensed short stream here. And he had a few videos that he posted between my last stream and now. He seemed to get very upset and started to rage about my last stream. That I'm sure he didn't watch, but anyway. I'm a queefer. Thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So anyway, if you guys remember the last stream I did, I labeled it Deity the Finale because I thought he was actually done. He said he was done. I knew he'd be back in a few months, but he said he was done. Okay, so he titled it Bye Guys. Well, then I did my stream, and then he did this stream. Are you guys ready for it? Press 1 in the chat if you're ready for it. Okay? This stream, it may be a little triggering for some people, okay? So I'm just going to warn you in advance. I think I already put transphobic in the title, so we all know where this is going, right? I don't know if Deity seems to think that I'm trans, but, you're not going to offend me by attacking a bunch of, different people from me. I don't know what this was about, but let's just let it happen. And I believe this was the day after my stream. I could be wrong about that. Waiting on people to come in the chat. I thought we had fixed this. Where you're not going to wait on people to come in the chat. You're just going to start the stream. You could play a little music. Maybe play a little music.
Thank you, Spice.
Great.
How are you?
I mean, I can hear his leg just shaking up and down. Yeah, put a game on in the background. Shadow Brandon, you forgot to rejoin.
Hey, Indy. How are you doing?
Okay. I'm pretty sure I pulled the right video.
That sucks, Indy.
Because the ironic thing is he's here to say something.
That's sad, Spice. That's really sad. I'm okay, Indy. I am okay. Hey, Fatal.
Hi, Fatal.
Well, thank you, Spice. Although I don't know how many good vibes are going to be found here because I have some things I'd like to say.
Oh, finally. He was getting trolled hard that day by who? Because this is what I'm not understanding. Is I showed... Why won't this pause? When I did my last stream, the only amount of trolling we could find was 2 people that had popped in the chat. I don't know if you watched that last one, but 2 people that popped in the chat that I had never seen before said something about him looking scared, and then he like rage quit offline, and then he did the other stream where he said he was quitting. And this is what I mean is like when y'all talk about him getting trolled, there were fake followers. But look, like, again, like, can we proportionally look at this in response to what happens to Amber Lynn on a regular basis? Like, just, that's what I mean, is like, he's falling apart over nothing from what I can see. I've seen a lot of trolling. I understand not everybody has the threshold that I have, but like, he's falling apart over nothing. They changed their name so he thought they were, and I kind of get that. When you get paranoid about the shit, I kind of get that. And but here's the thing, let this be a lesson. The problem here is that he shouldn't be trusting anybody. I'm getting ahead of myself, but he shouldn't be trusting anybody. And you would think, let that be a lesson. If I didn't know that he had already been in this drama 4 or 5 years ago, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear about it. I don't care about him calling Russ. I don't care about any of you guys calling Russ out. I don't totally understand what's going on with Russ, to be honest, but he's been nice to me. I have things that I could say about a lot of different people, and I don't necessarily jump on it because I'm not looking to pick fights here. This is just a different situation, in my opinion, but I don't even think I'm looking to pick fights with Deity. I'm looking for him to fucking get his head out of his ass and follow through on his content. That's all I've really been trying to do here. Because I don't understand this.
It was short, Shadow Brandon.
It was short. There is some sick conspiracy theory happening here where Mansoor is like getting paid to keep this shit going. I will uncover it.
Shadow Brandon, why don't you suck my whole dick already?
Oh,
how about that? How about that? That leads me into what I would like to talk about. I'm done being kind to these people who think they can come on here and troll you for the sake of trolling. I'm done being kind. I'm not going to do that anymore. You come at me with a certain energy, you will get the same energy back. You want to see me act a fool, I will act a fool. Period. You come in here with kindness.
How's coffee working for you?
You come in here with kindness, and you will be respected, and you will be treated with kindness. But that doesn't mean I trust you. I'm done trusting bitches online. Period. I'm done. I'm not going to trust another bitch.
Yes. Go off, Queen. I'll give it to him. if he would actually do this. But the problem is, everything he's going off of is shit that he's heard from bitches online named Fatal. That's the problem, is that he's only going to shift his attention over to some other random bitches online that are going to then feed into this shit. I mean, this is why I say it just never ends.
Online. Well, what I would like to say is Xerix and Jenny.
Xerix and Jenny.
So I understand they started this server about me in which people have joined to talk shit about me and compile clips of mine or straight up record my entire live stream for the sake of recording it and documenting it and archiving it in the server.
I know about this, and the reason I know about this is because lots of people sent me emails that day. I also know about the videos that were archived, and I went ahead and downloaded them before they got deleted. They are deleted now, though, but I did download them first, so.
And whatever fucking else weird shit they get up to, right? Well, excuse me. What I want to simply say is, when I told you were just a viewer.
Just a second, shut up. Count Joshua, thank you for being just a viewer for $2. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
That was accurate. You're a viewer. Get over it. Get over it. It's as simple as that. I involved Xerix on my channel and had them come up to give their perspective because I wanted them to give their perspective and for me to give my own perspective.
Okay. I need everybody to pause for a second. Can somebody fill me in on this? Because at this point now I have almost too much Deity archive. Is Xerix on one of these streams? And I'm begging to ask the question, did he really invite Xerix onto one of these streams just to argue with Xerix about trans issues? This is what I'm gonna have to, like, this is what I'm saying. You're making me have to go through this and, like, actually look into this shit to see if he was that fucking dumb.
Them come up to give their perspective because I wanted them to give their perspective and for me to give my own perspective. I wanted someone with the opposite perspective to be there to state their opinion
so that you could argue them down and get them to believe in your perspective. That's all this is. I'm sorry, but, like, the idea that he went into this in just, like, great faith, like, I'm just here to have a conversation, when I've seen Deity reacting to trans issues, and I don't like what he's reacting to or what he's saying about any of it. Now, I haven't covered this on this stream, and does anyone want to guess why I haven't covered that on this stream? I'm going to read this donation. Guess why I haven't covered it? Hard not to troll a guy who thinks he's a deity. Well, you know, I haven't ever pointed that out either, but the fact that, like, so many, I think it was YouTube Schizophrenic was the one that was, like, calling him, he's the false prophet or whatever. And it's like, I don't even give him that much goddamn credit here. The reason that I was not covering him talking about trans issues is because I don't think I have any place talking about trans issues, if I'm being honest. You know, I feel like I am sick and tired of listening to fucking cis people talk about gay issues. I'm sorry, talking about trans issues. I'm sick of listening to straight people talk about fucking gay issues. It's not an exclusive thing, and I'm not saying that you can't talk about it. I'm just sick of, like, not hearing from trans people, like, what they logically need. The trans people that you tend to hear from are hyperbolic and way out of line, and they're used specifically to make trans people look crazy. And I don't know if that's intentional or not, but typically the most activist people that you see out there are the ones that are pushing a lot of the things that people don't necessarily like. But all of that aside, it's like when I most of the trans people I know just want to just live their lives. In fact, I've known a lot of trans people that have never told me they were trans, like in the first place. I just identified them how they wanted to be identified, and it was not any more complicated than that. Just like allow people to do what they're going to do. And like I said, this wasn't a topic for me, but we're going to get into it here in just a minute. After this video, we're going to get into that here in a minute.
While I was stating my own. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's all it ever was about. That's it. But I find it to be so ironic that you fled from this community because I am quote unquote transphobic. And yet you ran to someone who makes 9/11 jokes, who has platformed someone saying the N-word, who has made rape jokes, who has so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Like,
I made 9/11 jokes. I platformed somebody saying the N-word, which if you consider somebody calling up my fucking live stream and saying the N-word and then me hanging up on them and blocking their number, if you consider that platforming, guilty as charged, I guess. It sure as hell happens when you run a live show and you become successful and you have random people calling in. It happens. It happens. I know you wouldn't know anything about this because what you've done is you've sat on your fucking fat ass and fucking talked shit about fat women. But if I recall correctly, one of this motherfucker's whole dramas was that Vincent Nicotra calls him up and says, "Do you think Onision is retarded?" And then he has a whole fucking meltdown about this. About somebody saying the R word. He has a whole goddamn fucking crazy ass meltdown about the R word. But okay. I guess, and I made rape jokes, which I didn't, but, you know, we'll get into this in a minute.
You have forsaken your own sense of morality for revenge. You've effectively made yourself into a hypocrite, Xerix and Jenny.
Xerix and Jenny. First of all, I don't know who Jenny is. I haven't seen Jenny. I don't know where. Jenny, hello. Where are you, darling? Jenny, are you there? Xerix came into my stream. Let me explain something. Xerix, I'm disappointed in. Because Xerix came into my stream. He subbed to my channel, and I haven't seen him since. But when he was here, he said he was going to be making a video about Deity and this transphobic bullshit. And I haven't seen a video yet. And I told him, you better hit me up if you need help with that. So what happened? I'm curious as to what happened. I wanted to watch a good video essay for once instead of having to be the one to write it. No one calls physically, mentally disabled people retarded. People who have 100% the wherewithal to make good decisions chooses to be a dumbass anyway. Listen, I am not big on, like, I'll put it this way. I don't generally like to throw the word around too much. But then at the same time, it's like, I'm not offended by the word, but I'll say one thing for sure. I'm not going to call a mentally challenged person a retard. And that's kind of where I draw the line, is just like, you know, just like even a real racist won't say the N-word to a black person's face. Let's be real. Pussies.
You are now hypocrites. You are now clowns. And then Trisha Pafisha, the last time I spoke to you, I thought we were on good terms, so I don't understand why you have anything to do with any of this.
Now, what? Excuse me. Why did you think you were on good terms with Trisha Pafisha anyway? More so, why do you think Trisha Pafisha is only in here because of you? Trisha Pafisha is in here because she found me from Valkyrie 420's channel because of all of the Carly shit. Why are you assuming that just because Xerix showed up in my channel once that he's like fucking member, head moderator, whatever? I heard somebody say, somebody apparently told him that Evil Unicorn was a moderator in here and was a member in here. And Evil Unicorn got gifted a membership, and Evil Unicorn has never been a moderator in here. So, like, you're hearing these things from other people, Deity, and not confirming any of it. Because, again, Trisha is in here for a completely different reason than you. In fact, most of the streams that I've done about Deity, Trisha hasn't been here for. Because, honestly, I have a feeling she couldn't give a fuck less about you. Shadow Brandon, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. You should have seen the VTuber community at large when Vebe said the R word on stream. Oh no. He's really going to talk about it. No, he's not going to talk about you. You're in a later segment, okay?
I don't understand that.
Well, get over it.
But I have nothing to say about you because you're completely irrelevant. I haven't thought about you, haven't said anything about you, haven't spoken about you at all. At all. Because why?
Because she's irrelevant.
Because you don't mean anything to me.
Right, because she's irrelevant, right? She's irrelevant. You know what's sad about this, Deity? Trisha doesn't fucking stream and she's more relevant than you at this point. And this is the fucking reality that you aren't grasping here, is you're over here lashing out at your last fucking 5 viewers and be like, you're irrelevant. You don't mean anything to me. Meh. Who the fuck do you think you have any position calling anybody relevant or not relevant? Come on. What, you talked to Vince Hansen?
Except for stirring up drama.
Chris Hansen's lawyer one time? Shut the fuck
Kicking up dust. You mean nothing to me. And the same pretty much goes for Xerix and Jenny. You're dust. You mean nothing to me. Once you exit this community and stop participating, you don't mean shit to me.
Oh,
I move on. I move on. Oh. Why can't you do the same? Why can't people do the same? I don't understand holding a...
Pause. Press 1 in the chat if you are itching for Deity's validation. Did you come here just to be validated by Deity? Press 1. And press 2 if you couldn't give a shit less.
Grudge and trying to make something bad for someone, so much so that you would forsake your own sense of morality to do so. That is odd to me. That is odd.
They are listen to what he's saying, because this is what drives me nuts about people like this. He's saying that because they dared to show their faces in my chat, that they have forsaken their sense of morality. There is nothing in this world that I have done or said. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Count Joshua, thank you for the $2 super chat. And thank you. We reached the goal. Let's get a clap in the chat for everybody who super chatted. But that doesn't mean you have to stop, okay? That doesn't mean anyone has to. You can keep super chatting after the goal. I will allow you to, okay? But he's saying that because they dared show their face in my chat, that they've forsaken all of their values. As far as I know, and I'm basing it off of this conversation that he's having with himself right here, is that Xerix and Jitty are pro-trans, right? Am I in the right ballpark here? And Deity is pretty fucking transphobic, whether he realizes it or not. And because of that, them coming in here where I'm fairly pro-trans is they're abdicating their values because I made 9/11 jokes fucking 10 years ago. Like, it's just wild. It's wild that you like, again, I can't tell if Deity is watching this or if Fatal is just reporting back shit to him. I really can't fucking tell if he's actually watching this or not. Because if he's watching this, then he's fucking stupid and is not listening to anything that I've been fucking saying. But that's why I get the impression somebody's just playing telephone with him.
I don't get it.
Deity fooling around with the spider. You're right.
Oh, I get it. I called a couple fat bitches fat.
Yeah, you did. He does not. People are in his ear, though. Yeah, that's what I figured. And this is the problem, is like, he's just going to start listening to them more. And I mean, I don't know. As far as I can tell, this is just a natural progression. I was actually surprised at some of the names and the emails and stuff that I saw. That, yeah, no, Deity, you should not trust anybody, especially, let me explain something. I want you to fucking hear me very loud and clear. You should not trust any of these motherfuckers, especially Fatal. Do you hear me? Especially Fatal.
That's the problem. I called a couple fat bitches fat.
Yeah.
Well, let me let you in on a little secret. I'm fat.
Yup.
They're fatter.
Oh, they're fatter. That it's okay because they're fatter than me, but I'm fat. Do you guys remember fat behavior? Press 1 if you remember how he started fat behavior. Guys, I realize that, I'm fat, but I'm not a death fat. That's how he started that channel. I'm fat, but I'm not a death fat. And he still, to this moment, believes this. That he thinks that because they're fatter, that it's okay to, because he's also fat, but they're fatter, he gets to call them fat. And my whole point is not, I don't care, because I'm fatter than you, Deity, and I'm still calling you a fat fuck. You are a fat fuck that needs to get off his fucking fat ass and get a goddamn job. Because you have no goddamn talent at this. You burn every bridge you ever built. It's just ridiculous to see you fucking loop like this. Just cycle month after month doing this shit. It's honestly fucking disgusting. But, oh, whatever. He's fat, so what? Oh, I can't say anything. He's fat. Oh.
They're fatter.
Oh.
They know they're fat.
Yeah.
Get the fuck over it.
Jesus. Yeah. Well, I'm calling you fat. I'm calling you fat, and you can't handle the idea that people were in my chat, that were in your chat, and you've done this. You've done this. The whole reason you flipped out on YouTube Schizophrenic was because he left a comment on somebody else's video. That was the whole reason. You are repeating yourself over and over again. It's like fucking if Anne of War had been fucking smoking crack. Say something.
Hang on, I'm looking through a message to see if I got everything that I wanted to say.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry. You're looking through a message. So you're looking through the script that Fatal sent you? Is that what you're looking at? He's right. Yeah, exactly. He's reading off a goddamn teleprompter. I expected as much from you. I'm a queeper.
and as for the emails that I threatened to read, I
Oh.
honestly believed at the time that a specific
Oh.
ex-moderator had something to do with this, and
Oh.
I was definitely going to read those emails because they paint her to be the batshit insane bitch that she is.
Yeah, but you don't have them, do you?
That's exactly what those emails do.
No, you don't
And
have
if I find
them.
out that she is involved, I will read the emails.
Bullshit. You don't have any fucking emails. You don't have any emails, Deity. You don't have any emails, and you need to stop lying about this. Okay? If you had emails, you would have read them by now.
End of story. But if she has nothing to do with it, she has nothing to do with it, and the emails will not be read.
Yeah. I'm sure.
It's that
Womp
simple.
womp.
That simple. Now, I was going to take a long break, right? Like just a long break because I thought.
You were going to take a long break, but then I had the nerve to do a stream about you. Are you going to come out from hiding now that I did another stream about you? Because frankly, Deity, I've got a very packed schedule this week and I don't have time for you. I don't have time for you. Okay?
That it was YouTube itself that was making me not happy. But no, it was the fact that I had people coming in here that I couldn't trust that was making me unhappy. And then I realized, wait a minute, why do I have to trust a single motherfucking person?
Deity, you shouldn't trust a single person. You still have people that you cannot trust feeding you fucking teleprompter lines. He has emails like Rev's got a social security check for real.
Why do I have to trust anyone? Because at the end of the day, everybody's running to me with little bits of information. Hey, so-and-so's doing this, so-and-so's doing that.
Yeah. And guess what? They're all lying to you. They're all lying to you. Do you not realize that the only person around here that has been telling you the fucking truth the entire time has been me?
On the other team are running to me. So-and-so's doing this, doing that. I don't give a fuck, but that's not going to make me trust you. It's not going to make me trust you either.
Yeah.
So just stop.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah. Fatal. Stop telling him shit. Why don't you stop telling him things like, you know, how the emails were written by Tyler Durden. Thank you. Thank you for the $1.99. I'm sorry, the £1.99 super chat. I put my pinky up when I said that. Fatal. Why don't you tell Deity why you wanted me to react to him back in 2023? Why does he have to freeload off of his parents? I have yet to get the answer to that question. What? Did I not cover this last time? I swear I covered this the last time. I'll show the screenshot. Yeah, no, I covered this. I'm pretty sure I covered this last time because I kept saying, who the fuck is Dr. Oopie Goopy? And then the very next stream, he comes in and says, hey, hello, it's Fatal. Sorry, I have a bunch of hate messages I got from trolling Beck. But he told me M60, go get a life. Spocket posted on November 3rd, 2023 that apparently Dr. Oopie Goopy here is the one who said this. Oh, hi, I'm being a sleuth in this M60 community because it looks like D may get his moment of fame if this dude decides to blast him in a reaction vid. Okay? Now, originally, I thought this was November the 3rd of 2023. And I'm like, well, what was I doing in November? November of 2023, I was knee deep in that whole Carly thing. Okay? And I'm sitting here thinking that doesn't make much sense. I mean, maybe if they found my channel, but then I thought about it a little bit more and I thought, well, what if this person's in Europe and they met March the 11th, 2023? And guess what? You know, on March the 11th, I was probably on my other channel, but on March the 8th, oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Thank you again for the super chat. But on March the 8th, I did a stream about Deity. In fact, my first stream about Deity. So, Fatal, I would love to know what your fucking problem is. Now that I know that that was one of your many fucking accounts, I'd love to know what the fuck your problem is when you were the one who wanted me to react to him in the first place. It's right there. M60's already doing that. What more is there to cover, LOL? And the person who should be getting canceled is M60. Why are we not okay with someone calling Chantal fat, but we're okay with racist shit and the September 11th jokes? Listen, I'm over it with your bullshit, Fatal. Just go cancel me. Go ahead. Go cancel me. I understand it's from the past, but that content is still up and making revenue. Yeah, I'm making revenue, unlike Deity. Deity does Deity even make revenue off of you, or like do you just give him a spider every few months just to shut him up? Take it down if you want to take a moral high ground, maybe. I don't. I'm not taking any moral high ground. I think you fucking people are goddamn trash. I think you people that fucking sit around all fucking day obsessing over Amberlynn and Chantal, I think you're psychos and you're fucking trash. If you think you're holier than thou, take it down. In fact, it's a challenge. Remove it. Stop making money off of it. Then we can discuss how people are calling Chantal fat. I think not. I think I'm going to discuss people calling Chantal fat. I'm going to continue to discuss people calling Chantal fat because I think you're all fucking deranged lunatics. I was watching Keldo's the other day, and Keldo's doesn't talk about this stuff. Not for real. Occasionally, I've been sending him some content. We'll get into that in a minute. But doesn't really talk about this kind of stuff at all. And there was some random in there losing their fucking mind about Amberlynn's a pedophile. And I was just like, I ignored them for the longest time. And, you know, eventually you get wrapped into the conversation because the minute those people start, they won't stop until, like, either somebody validates their psycho opinion or disagrees with it. It was over the Billie Eilish comment, which, in fact, I wish I had the screenshot. Maybe I do, actually. I don't even know. I might have the screenshot. This conversation was kind of psycho, but probably not. I guess not. I'm not looking for it. Basically, though, it was the Billie Eilish comment and how, like, I can't help but think, like, if you're, like, offended by Amberlynn thinking Billie Eilish was attractive at, what, 16, 17? I don't remember how old, or maybe she was 15. I don't know. But, like, are you really offended that somebody found Billie Eilish attractive at that age? Or could you stop for about 2 seconds and understand that that is what the music industry does to young females? I mean, wasn't Britney Spears 16 or 17 when she was doing softcore porn in a high school? Hit me, baby, one more time. Come on. Please don't act like like fucking Hollywood culture doesn't over sexualize young women, please.
Stop.
Stop.
I don't
Exactly.
care. When I said in my goodbye video, like Bobby Hill video, when I said that I didn't want to do it anymore in my goodbye video, I meant that I didn't want to fuss and that I didn't want to fight. That's what I meant. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fuss. I'm not going to fight. I'm just going to start hiding people. That's what I'm going to do.
I do remember that. Oh, you're gonna hide people. Brandon got blocked after this, right? Again.
Hey, Jessa B.
No, we
Hey,
did.
Joey.
We did, but it still happens to a lot, and like it happens too much. But like I think in general, and I maybe sexualize is the wrong word, but more so how sexualize is not the wrong word. I know what I'm saying, but like at the same time, it's very much how they'll present them as older than they actually are. You know what I mean? Because if I recall correctly, that was Amberlynn's comment. Is or I don't know. I don't even remember that whole story that well. I know Beck was far too involved in that conversation. Fucking Beck. I hate Beck. Okay, I do. I hate Beck. I hate you, Beck. Go to hell.
Exactly, Joey. Don't trust strangers on the internet. We never made fun of them for being fat. We made fun of them for whining about being fat, then doing mukbangs. I feel like that's an important distinction. I'll call a fat bitch fat. I don't care.
Bitch, I'm making fun of you for whining about your entire goddamn life. Okay? Do you get it? I'm making fun of you because you're a sad, miserable sack of shit and you whine about every aspect of your life. If your goal here is like, oh, I'll stop making fun of Foodie Beauty when she loses the weight. Okay, I'll stop making fun of you when you stop being a sad, pathetic loser who scrapes by on garnering sympathy from everybody. It maybe it worked on a fucking idiot like fucking Bells of Nevermore, but that shit doesn't work on everybody. And most people will just turn their head and look the other way and let everybody else just skate by and get manipulated by you. But like I've got too much free time on my hands. I don't have time for you, but I also have too much free time on my hands, Deity.
Clock me for it. A fat bitch is fat. End of story.
Clock me for it. Ugh.
Hey, Simpson C, it's always nice to see you.
So dramatic. Oh my god.
Resident, I did not mean to unmod you at all, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Wait, so why I'm curious, why does Resident get to why are you remodding Resident? I'm curious. Why is it that you trust Resident? Do you think you should trust Resident? Deity? Do you think you should trust Resident? You should probably think about it.
I do, Spice, have PayPal, but you don't have to send me anything.
Jesus Christ. Somebody came in the chat and said they have PayPal. This is like the poorest motherfucker on the planet. And he goes, "Yeah, I have to send me nothing. All I wanted was for someone to listen." Deity, just give them your PayPal and say thank you. The hell is wrong with what is wrong with these people?
M60 even has clips of people calling in to laugh about a 9-year-old's pretend rape. That's pretty fucked up. See, that's what I'm saying. Why would you go to someone like that to get your revenge on someone you perceive as being transphobic? And let's talk about this transphobia stuff. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I thought about responding to this, and I'm just gonna go full, just, you know, go ahead and just I'll let you guys be the judge, because here's the thing. I had to get, because I had no idea what the fuck clip he was fucking talking about. I asked about it in my Discord. They told me what clip it was. And here's the thing. I'm going to link the clip, but I'm not going to play it. Because what Fatal wants here is Fatal wants me to get into a back and forth. Actually, Count Joshua, could you link that into the Discord again? I know you're the one who's got the link for that. If you could put that in my Discord again for me, please. What Fatal wants to do here at this point is he wants to go through 10 years of videos and streams and whatever clips he can find of me and complain about one thing to the next. And what ends up happening is he complains about something. He says I'm making rape jokes, which I'm not. And then I have to show you all the clips and then to give context, and then he's going to make some other accusation, and then I have to show the clips to give context, and then this entire live stream becomes me reacting to my own clips, okay? And here's the thing. Thank you, Count Joshua. Here's the thing. I started this intentionally trying to, I don't want to say trying to, it was always known that my other channel's M60, you know, it's always been well known. It's just a joke if I'm pretending to not be who I am. But the thing about it is I'm not doing this, okay? These two channels are separate, and I'm going to link the clip in the chat here for you, and you're free to watch it. It's a 20-minute video. But here's the thing about this 20-minute video. I didn't upload it. This is from someone else's channel. So I could get in touch with the person who uploaded the video and deal with all of it. Yes, it's the Trinity video, for those of you that are wondering. For those of you that have watched this 100 fucking times already. It's the Trinity video. The whole joke is somebody calls up and says, "Can you say I hate Trinity?" Okay? And then I'm like, "No, I'm not going to say I hate Trinity. That's fucking stupid. You say it then." And then the next person calls up and goes, "Listen, I'm Trinity's mom, and why are you harassing my daughter over your YouTube stream, your Twitch stream? What are you doing?" And then the next person calls up and is like, "This is Trinity's brother, and yeah, my sister's a total whore." You know, and it's a running gag, okay? And if you want to judge this, go right ahead. I didn't say anything inappropriate. The only thing I'm guilty of is maybe not hanging up on people fast enough. Okay? And like I said, here's the link again. Feel free to watch it on your own time. I am not going to cover it because, like I said, this is what Fatal wants me to do, is sit here and make this channel about that channel, and I'm constantly having to explain myself. If you have any questions about this, go to my other channel. I hate to be promoting myself here. God, I hate to be promoting my more successful channel over here. But if you have any questions about that clip or anything else, you are more than welcome to come into my other channel and you can ask me about it. It's Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can come in and ask me about any questions you want. I'll try to answer them seriously, okay? It's going to be difficult, but I'll try. But I'm not responding to this. I have a different response. You'll hear it here in just a moment.
To be quite frank, Varian, I unmodded you because the more I thought about it, the more I was like, what side is she on?
Yeah, what side are you on, Varian? What side are you on? You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I just couldn't do it. But the more about the transphobic thing, I believe that trans people exist and I believe they are valid.
Oh.
What I do believe, though, is that it has become exceptionally popular in the latest day and age to call yourself trans and not actually be trans, to take advantage of life-saving, gender-affirming care when you don't actually need it.
Why did you put life-saving in air quote? Why the fuck did you put life-saving treatment in air quotes? Is it because you think that that's a fucking joke to you? You know, again, this is what I'm saying. I don't give opinions on this topic because it's not important. In my world that I live in, it's not important, and it's not something that I need to be butting my nose into. I don't know what it's like to be trans, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend to fucking speak for what's best for trans people, and you're gonna sit here and be like, life-saving, oh, yeah, like that ever saved any lives. Shut the fuck up, you fat fuck.
I do believe that's happening. Fuck you. I believe it.
Yeah, congratulations.
I believe that there are people who are going to holler, I'm trans, for all the accolades and accommodations and congratulations.
Oh my God. Guy, press 1 if you're a trans person and you haven't received your fucking trophy in the mail yet. Let me know. Have you guys gotten your fucking certificate of achievement for being trans? Anybody? Anybody? Press 2 otherwise. I'm pretty sure there's nobody getting fucking trophies for fucking being trans. And for you to sit here and fucking act like this is some... Can you fucking... God damn it, young black economist. For you to fucking sit here and act like... People are over here changing their gender, going through life-altering surgery for a pat on the back? Like, you really think that? Do I think that some people get caught up and possibly are misguided? It's possible, but they're also adults. And if you're so easily swayed by Tumblr, that's on you. And that doesn't negate the fact that this does save lives and that it does help people.
Sudden popularity and all that bullshit. I also believe they're going to...
Oh my God, can my popular trans people just press 9 in the chat, please? Thank you.
Mistakenly claim they're trans because they believe it'll give them some sense of euphoria when they've been depressed. You know what I mean?
Guys, you can't feel euphoria. You've got to sit here and be a sad sack of shit like Deity. Nobody else can be fucking happy. Everybody's got to be fucking miserable like this fat sack of shit. Give me a fucking break.
It is what it is, but for whatever reason, there are a lot of people who right now are wrong about their trans identity, and there are a lot of people who are autogonophilia.
Oh my God. Hey, Deity, are you wrong about your cis identity? Did that ever occur to you? Maybe we think you're wrong about your cis identity. How about that? Jesus fucking Christ.
There are a lot of people for which this is a fucking fetish.
Oh
and that makes
my
it real.
God. You're actually this fucking gross. You're actually that fucking gross. You think that people are having sex changes for a fucking fetish? I mean, do you have fucking any idea? Like, I just I have to say that there's something about growing up as a gay man in the South that I think it does liberalize you a little bit, you know, because it's, you know, it's just, this is fucking disgusting. I mean, are you gay because it's a fetish, Deity? Do you not get it that you're using the same disgusting fucking language that gets used against, or was used against us, against the new popular target? Do you not fucking get it? I mean, you're the one sneaking fucking men into your trailer in the middle of the day, sneaking men in so mom and dad don't find out, so you can suck their dick. Is that a fetish for you, Deity? Fucking Jesus.
There are a lot of people for which this is a fucking fetish. And that makes
Fetish.
it gross and wrong.
Gross.
End of story.
Gross and wrong. End of story. Now, I have a question. If you brought Xerix and Jenny onto your fucking channel so that you could talk about this, and this is your fucking take on this, you want me to believe that you were having some good faith conversation with these people? Do you want me to believe that you were like having some good faith conversation and that you weren't there to convince them, no, your transness is fucking gross and wrong? I mean, maybe he wouldn't have gone that far. Maybe he would have been just going as far as to say, you know, maybe you're the good trans people, but those other ones, they're gross and fucking wrong. I mean, this is your fucking take. This is you having like a middle ground opinion. This is you trying to come to YouTube allows this? Jesus.
And if I can clock it, I will clock it every time.
Are you threatening to clock trans people? What the fuck? Did he just say that?
This is a fucking fetish. And that makes it gross and wrong. End of story. And if I can clock it, I will clock it every time. Every time.
He is threatening trans people. This can't be real. This can't be real. Yeah, suck it down. Suck down more caffeine with your fucking heart issues, with your fucking heart palpitations. Suck down more caffeine. This, I'm shocked that he has not had like a classic Jack Scalfani stroke yet. I'm not even joking. I'm shocked with the amount of caffeine that I've seen this motherfucker suck down on a regular basis.
But I just wanted to say that little bit. That's all I wanted to say. So from now on, if I do continue to go,
I just wanted to fucking rage and threaten trans people for a moment. I'm sorry.
go live, if I continue to do this or that, I'm going to come on, I'm going to do my thing, say what I got to say, watch what I want to watch.
No, this
And
is a
fuck the
live
rest.
stream, gotta.
That's what
This
I'm
is a
going to do.
live stream.
Bye, guys.
Aw. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Fucking classic fucking boogie move. Jesus fucking Christ. Like I said, I thought about responding to his little bullshit. I thought about it. But then I realized, like I said, go to the other channel if you want to ask me about it. I'll try to give you a serious answer. But that's not how I operate. You know what I do? You know what I do? Is I say things like doo-doo. And I troll. Okay? So I figured maybe this would be the best way to respond was to take Deity's very transphobic rant and turn it into a song.
Working for you, working for you. You got to drink so much, but you never fucking wake up.
And let's talk about this transphobia stuff.
Why would you go to someone like that to get your revenge on someone you perceive as being transphobic? Yeah, to be quite frank, Varen, I unmodded you. Cause the more I thought about it, the more I was like, what side is she on? You know what I mean? I just couldn't do it. More about the transphobic thing. More about the transphobic thing. I believe that trans people exist, and I believe they are valid. What I do believe, though, is that it has become exceptionally popular in the latest day and age to call yourself trans and not actually be trans, to take advantage of life-saving, gender-affirming care when you don't actually need it. I do believe that's happening. More about the transphobic thing. More about the transphobic thing. I believe that trans people exist, and I believe they are valid. Fuck you, I believe it. I believe there are people who holler I'm trans for all the accolades, accommodations, congratulations. Ooh, the sudden popularity and all that bullshit. I also believe they're gonna mistakenly claim they're trans because they believe it'll give them some sense of euphoria when they've been depressed. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But for whatever reason, there are a lot of people who right now are wrong about their trans identity. And there are a lot of people who are autogynephilia. There are a lot of people for which this is a fucking fetish. And that makes it gross and wrong and a story. And if I can clock it, I will clock it every time. But I just wanted to say that little bit. That's all I wanted to say, so from now on, if I do continue to go live, if I continue to do this or that, I'm gonna come on, I'm gonna do my thing. Say what I got to say, watch what I wanna watch, and fuck the rest, that's what I'ma do.
Bye, guys.
Fuck you, I believe it. I believe in.
Okay, so my PC was lagging a little bit here, and that's if that's why it was out of sync. If you may have seen this already, my PC's lagging real bad right now. You may have seen this already if you are a member, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it public because members get to see videos early. Okay, so make sure you click the join button and become a member. It's $2.99 a month, and you get shit like that early. Okay. Press 1 if you enjoyed it, and press 2 if you're on your way out now. Because if you're on your way out, this stream is not over yet, okay? Because Deity decided to do another stream right after this one, I believe the next day. I'm not even totally sure the timeline on this, but before we get into that, do you guys remember that the last time I said I wasn't going to react to a particular stream of his, okay? So I wasn't going to react to him reacting to a video about a trans person. Do you guys remember this? The whole situation is that it is I believe, a nonverbal trans person who had top surgery, and there was a clip running around Twitter about it, and everybody was freaking out about, well, they're nonverbal, how can they consent, right? And I said, I'm not going to watch this. This is not my area of expertise. All I know is Deity is generally transphobic, and I can't always show that to you. So what I did was I took that particular part of the stream and I sent it to our good friend Kello, who has a lot more experience in this field. I believe also working with mentally challenged people. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kello. I don't know if you're still there. And I'm going to make you watch Keldo's reaction to this, okay? So we're going to watch this. I'll put it on a little bit of extra speed. I'm not going to interrupt. I want you all to hear this from someone else. Is that okay with everybody? And then after that, we're going to watch Deity's last stream, then his spider video, and then we reach the goal, so Russ gets the final word. Okay? So here is Keldo's.
But I'm here to dunk on transphobes and get high, goddammit. Just like...
Alright, I'm still lagging like crazy, and I can't put y'all through this. Why is my shit lagging this bad? All right, hold on. Let me just restart Brave. Sorry, Odyssey chat, if anybody was there. All right, let me get this video going.
But I'm here to dunk on transphobes and get high, goddammit. Just like the Lord intended.
All right, I'm gonna try to get everything fixed here.
I know what you're thinking. That's probably not what the Lord intended. Do I give a fuck? No! What? Like, he's so boring, it's so entertaining. Okay, liking this guy, or like thinking Deity is funny, is this, you need the same kind of mental illness that you do to enjoy Westside Tyler's contents. Yeah, please notice me as a girl. Yeah, okay. Like, it's the same disease, alright? It's just, a Deity is like, not quite as aggressive, but he's just as pathological.
And I start with that quote because what I'm going to share today
This person looks disturbingly like Demon Mama.
is one of the most heartbreaking things I think I have ever seen. And it comes from a place of good intentions because when I get into the story, I can see where the good intentions are, where this went wrong, and why it went so wrong. And it's a lot of what I talk about on this channel. So this is an individual named Mitch. They are 19 years old, and they are a female to male.
Does he have a cat? Is the cat okay? I think he has several cats. Or Poppy in 5 years' time. Omega lol. This is like DM but normie. No, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like a transphobe or something.
Trans
Deity, okay, Deity likes to do or a couple of different things, okay? Deity likes to complain about his life on camera. One time, the FedEx people didn't get his spider to his house in time, so he called them live on his stream and like accidentally doxed himself. And then he also likes to react to these like really dumb like transphobic videos even though he's gay and hates Trump. It's very confusing.
transgender person. They are also developmentally challenged. And they just had their breasts removed.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at this person, all right, they look pretty overjoyed to me, honestly.
They're on testosterone.
They're even like me and my clients used to call it flapping their wings. They're even flapping their wings.
And this is all being driven by their mother, who, according to Andy No, is an extremely left-leaning, anti-Trump individual.
So was my mom, and I still have my breasts.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what exactly but just from working with people with like disabilities for a long time, this is not an unhappy person, all right? This is like, I make a very similar expression actually, if like something really crazy happens to me.
Knowing that information about the mother, this leads me to believe, based on what we're about to watch, that the mother is very much in these very heavily influenced, very pro-trans activist, pro-extreme left circles. And the mother is making these decisions on the child, well, on the adult, because this is 19, but on this individual.
Wait, no. Back your ass up, girl. All right, listen, Orga, I don't know what gender this person is. But back your ass up, them, all right? Listen, they're an adult. Just because they may appear developmentally challenged to you doesn't mean they're not their own decision maker.
Which is very similar to how
Oh my god, that's so fucked up, Resident. I hope you feel better soon.
Where's Mansoor? Mansoor is one of his regular chatters, so whenever I watch him, I'm like, where's Mansoor?
I hope you get your stuff worked out.
I talk about parents reflecting their choices upon their children, whether they are teenagers under the age of 18. When I say child, I typically mean someone under the age of 18, or smaller children, prepubescent. So let's start with this first video here. This is just a short clip of Mitch after the surgery.
How did they even know this person wanted top surgery?
It's called communication tools, you fucking retard. People that are nonverbal, okay? Especially if it's due to something like cerebral palsy or some other kind of like condition where it's primarily like a motor skill development issue or something like that, they literally have fucking communication tools. Like they have they're basically iPads and stuff, and they can select words and talk to you. That might be a way that they could know. And those communications things are not fucking cheap, by the way.
This is alarming. This is abuse. This is fucked up.
No, he doesn't worse with the internet. He doesn't. But also, like, it's sad that they think this is fucked up, because to me, this person is super happy. Like, they look super relieved.
Hey there, Editing Sky here. I made a mistake. Her name is Micah Leroy. It was previously Mara. I made the mistake of calling her Mitch for some reason. I think I wrote it down wrong. So
What happened to your camera?
I apologize. So throughout this video, you're going to hear me refer to her as Mitch. It's actually Micah. Apologies in advance.
This is heartbreaking. Why would you put your developmentally disabled child through this?
First of all, that's an adult. Second of all, this person clearly does have some communication skills. Like, yes, you would have to work with them for a little bit to be able to understand them easily, but this is definitely not This is definitely not a person that doesn't have communication skills, even if, you know, it isn't like what we consider traditional communication skills. God damn it. He doesn't talk so much, I don't know.
So this is someone that is low to nonverbal. This is someone that is in a wheelchair. This is someone that is definitely impaired with cognitive issues. This is someone who is developmentally challenged and who could
What doctor did this? I'm gonna need to make a phone call.
To who? What? To who? Who are you gonna call? What?
would not consent to these treatments. This
No, she couldn't consent. There's no way she could consent.
is someone whose parent or guardian would have to sign off on this, which means this is the mother driving these treatments, because no doctor, no surgeon should ever do this type of treatment to this individual without that.
I'm Amelia. This is Micah.
Well, see, this is my wheelhouse exactly. So I can give a little bit of like insight into this, reacting to it, which is really nice. So I'll make it a segment and then see what people do. Stop crying. To this one. You're so annoyed. They haven't given any evidence about their mental state. All of this is physical stuff so far. Yeah, exactly.
I bought him a plug-in pop for college. Number 4 on the instruction packet. Hold on, I'm finding it. He gets a hoot out of this. Says, do not let people with disabilities or children approach the pot to avoid burns. Micah has.
It's really hard to see, but if you back it up here,
He thinks it's fucking funny. Like, like he clearly knows what's going on.
it is, she is reading rule number, what is that? When used the product out of chain, do not allow children or persons with disabilities to approach. That is rule number 4 on the safety precautions, is what she's referencing there.
To avoid burns. Micah has CP among others. I have autism. We're gonna touch this pan. Yeah.
I actually just want to point something out really quickly that I don't think Heldosh mentions here, is that you can also tell this whole thing is a joke because the caption is ableism so weird and wrong. At least I have really dark humor. I feel like just in general, just on a very, very general perspective, like kind of thing, everybody saw that first clip of the person in the wheelchair. That's the clip I saw floating around Twitter. And I think it's really telling that you get more context on this. In fact, Keltos, I'd love to see you actually like dig more into what's happening here on, on an unbiased level as to what you think might actually be happening here, or if everybody was freaking out on Twitter for no reason, Anyway, let's continue.
This is like, this reminds me of when I would support people, like, during day programs, and we would have a fucking blast. Like, we used to fucking prank, like, the coordinators and everything.
No one up there. Touch that pan.
Be careful.
Too close.
Deity, be careful. He'll be fine.
Oh, I saw it here, folks. 2 disabled people touched this fucking pot. Bye.
Like, you can see him, like, smiling. Like, he's clearly just messing around. Yeah, he probably has some kind of, like, some kind of motor impairment or something like that specifically affects, like, speech.
So this is clearly someone that is disabled. They're making a joke of it, making light of it. This is obviously someone that is like, ooh, let me break the rules. And they're making fun and using this poor...
Dude, is this Karen really gonna be like, they let the disabled kid touch the pot? How irresponsible.
Poor...
Yeah, it's a hot pot.
Person, Mitch, Micah, this, I want to call him a child, but they're not. They're an adult. They're young.
That cat wants out. Don't let that cat out.
young adult.
I don't understand the point of that commentary.
Keep want to call them a child because they're 19 and I'm so much older. It's because to me they are a child, but they are a young adult. They are exploiting this and harming this. They're putting this individual in potentially harm's way, and this is someone.
What do you mean potentially harm's way? This person has been irrevocably harmed.
How?
There's no way this person gave consent to that surgery.
How? Or so the internet. What pisses me off is right before this video, he reacted to an Amber Lynn Reed video, and so he gets those people in and then feeds them this. I wonder if was he like some evil like Russian agent? To be fair, he could just be projecting, you know. Yeah, like cerebral palsy. Yeah, they know what's going on. All right. I think Deity is just mad that he can't be in the disability club.
Who may or may not know better. This is someone who may or may not have the cognitive abilities to know any better. You know, hell is full of good meanings and wishes. Are these
None of that has been mentioned, resident. None of that has been mentioned. So I'm guessing no.
people really meaning the best? Because let's think about this. You're a left-leaning mom. You're in Colorado, which is where this took place, according to Andy No. You're being told that
Base Scoper psyop is a fine line.
there's all this anti-trans legislation, which is really not happening. It's fear-mongering. Most of the
Oh, it's really not happening? Oh. You've activated my autism. As she talks, give me a couple moments.
anti-trans legislation that we've talked about on this channel, it's targeted towards keeping biological males out of sporting events and locker rooms and bathrooms
To be fair, I think you should be kept out of bathrooms for being too retarded.
in educational settings. So under 18, so it wouldn't impact this individual. It's about stopping puberty blockers. Again, individuals under the age of 18. So it's protecting actual minors under the law, people under the age of 18.
You see, some people believe that politicians should control what doctors do. Those people are stupid. Doctors should do what doctors do. I personally don't think that, you know, we should just be giving hormone blockers or stuff like that out willy-nilly. But clearly there are pediatric cases of gender dysphoria that need to be taken care of. A lot of people don't think, well, you know what? Even if we don't give that kid that transition stuff, they're going to end up in the psychiatric system anyway. I know, because that's what happened to me. So you're basically saying, hey, would you like to go through this process, which we have a lot of data from? We have a lot of data on hormones. We have a lot of data on puberty blockers. We know we don't have a lot of data on a lot of these new now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take them, but I'm saying a lot of these new antidepressants, atypical antipsychotics, those are much newer medications. So this whole, oh, we're protecting children, blah, blah, blah. No, you're not protecting children. You're just using that as an excuse to be a discriminatory fuck.
Mitch is 19, so no impact there. But this is someone who's living in a fear bubble if they are as anti-Trump and
So this is a map from the Human Rights Campaign, okay? This map shows us where law or policy banning transgender affirming care has passed up to age 18. It's not happening. It's not happening. Yeah, it is happening. Use your fucking eyes, idiot.
left-leaning, as reported by Andy No. And when you're in those kind of circles, you're being told that they're going to take away trans health care, that they're going to ban top surgeries, that they're going to ban all of these medications, that Donald Trump is going to do all of these horrible things to trans people, which he didn't do the first time. He's not going to do it now. There's no concern for any of this. It's a lot of fear mongering from politicians, from trans activists, because that's what they do, because fear is a great motivator to get people fired up and riled up and angry and to give money. Fear.
Give money to where? Listen, you know, for throughout my entire life, okay, a lot of the trans people I've known have been poor as shit because of, like, prejudice in the workplace. So I don't know what the fuck this ignoramus is talking about.
Sells, just like sex sells. Get people angry, get people scared, get people horny. Those are the three factors that works for marketing, for ratings, for television. And that's been a basic staple of propaganda for millennia. I mean, going all the way back to ancient Greece. So I can see how the mom could be like, okay, I believe that my child, which I'm not saying this is what's accurate, but I can see how this mother could convince herself that her daughter is
Could you? Could you see it? Could you? You know, actual clinicians or actual, like, if you work in any kind of childcare setting or any educational setting or whatever, they teach you how to deal with these issues, and it's very simple. You just accept people for who they are. You don't push them one way or another. This whole, oh, it's the liberal mothers that are doing the virtue thing. Like, it's like, dude, shut up. Like, you don't know anything.
actually uh, uh, transgender and goes through this. But from the outside, to someone who is looking at this with rational sense, who's not living in these fear bubbles, someone who is dealing with gender identity disorder, someone who has to face themselves every day knowing that top surgeries and estrogen and all of these things are not going to cure the gender dysphoria. That's not going to solve the problem. If if Mitch is truly a trans, Mitch is going to have all sorts of other issues that are going to be prevalent on top of the gender dysphoria. Removing Mitch's breasts and stuff, not going to solve it. This feels to me as the mother thinking I'm doing what's right for my child, but they're imposing this. They're projecting this upon that child because that child, that individual, that young adult, I keep saying child, and I apologize, that individual, that mother's child, Mitch, doesn't have the ability to consent. They don't
Where's your evidence for that? Where's the evidence for it? You just said you didn't even understand how anyone could know what they were saying. Well, I just want to know what is the evidence for this? Like, where, like, how do we know that that Micah or whatever this kid's name can't consent?
seem to be able to verbalize. There's no way they were able to articulate that they were transgender, let alone express consent that they were dealing with these things. A good intention with a bad approach often leads to a poor result. Thomas Edison. So we're dealing with this
That was like a Michael Scott move. Yeah, let me just quote Thomas Edison randomly here.
horrifically sad situation of this I'm going to say this woman that is already
Yeah, but he did verbalize. It's true, he does verbalize. He clearly can understand. Oh man, dude, I really wish that Deity will debate me on this shit because it will be the best. It'll be the best crushing since that one weird wolf guy.
disabled and now has been mutilated.
Hey, Fatal, I've got a new idea for Deity to get viewers. Because it turns out Stardust wants to debate him, too.
And is being put on these chemicals, and the family is not protecting them, and they're an adult now. So what can be done? And this is all being done under the name of gender ideology, of gender affirming care.
Gender ideology, gender affirming.
And this is what happens when trans activists fearmonger, when you peddle these extreme lies about what is really happening, when you fearmonger to the public, you create these scenarios to say, look, they're going to do these horrible things. But in the reality, the outcome is so much
Hey, Mansoor. Hey, D.
Oh,
worse.
finally, Mansoor is here.
If I was Mitch's mom, I could not look at my child and say, I did this to them. I would be so devastated. I could never.
Really?
I would want to
Right, Mansoor. I want to know what doctor did this.
protect that child and take care of them, and removing their breasts as someone that is nonverbal and putting them on testosterone to what? Get famous on TikTok, on Instagram, on
What? Hey, Mansoor, I hate this guy. He's so frustrating. It was just noticed either his name is Micah, and he said, yeah, I heard him. He said words. Yeah. No, it's completely ridiculous. Tommy E-Dog, thieving scoundrel. So it's like, Deity, what are you doing? Like, it's like he can't. Why does he hate trans people so much?
on Facebook. Like, what is the point? To have some clout in my social circle to say that I have a trans child? Like, this doesn't feel genuine to me. This feels like an atrocity being played out. And
It's an atrocity. It's a full atrocity against me specifically.
the parent is being affirmed. The child, the child, Mitch is being affirmed by these people on the left. And I'm looking at this is tragic, because this is like, in my head, this is almost on par with people that do these things to animals. This is like
Excuse me? Excuse me? Dude, what kind of things to animal, you freak? You freak? Huh? I'm sure I can find the story later, but this seems like there's a lot of stories like this where, you know, people that believe in the whole it's the gender ideology, they'll find these stories and then they'll purposely leave out details in them that give like critical context. That's why she's not telling us barely anything about it.
Animal abuse. This is
Or he, or again, I'm assuming woman, I guess.
child abuse. This is elder abuse. This someone needs to investigate this. Mom, this feels like abuse to me. This to me feels horrible, and
Well, go to therapy. How about that?
I just looking at this person, at this person in this chair, just looking at them and just seeing they can't move their hands. They
She looks at this and has a mental breakdown. I look at this and think, God damn it, I want my top surgery.
can't move their arms. They can't
They can move. What are you talking about?
talk. And they've got those scars, and they don't even have. They've got the huge surgical scars. They went for the nippleless, so they didn't even go to a good plastic surgeon to get good results. They went to someone that
Maybe that's the results that they wanted, though. Like, some people get really, I don't, you know, some people get bad sensations and stuff. Maybe it's what they wanted. He's not an animal, and who's transitioning the animals? Scientists. I heard about them altering DNA to turn an XY mouse into a lady mouse. Ooh.
I would consider unskilled or unprofessional, because the doctor took the lazy way out. They put the big surgical scars there, which, while trendy, are unprofessional. Those big surgical
Wait, what? Well, trendy? Well,
scars like that, they have more healing issues. They mean that the quality of care and the standard of doctor are lower.
I love boobs too.
Not putting the nipples there, right? They remove the nipples because the nipples will fall off if they're not placed there carefully. You have to be very careful when you're putting them back and keeping them so that they remain sensitive, so they don't fall off, so they don't get necrosis. This doctor didn't do that, probably because they either talked them out of it, or were like, no, it's cheaper, or they just didn't know.
One thing that people never talk about during this is that some, like, people with boobs that get just a reduction, sometimes their nipples will accidentally get cut off during surgery. Like, it's not like the specific thing to transgender-related surgeries. Based on putting chemicals in the water that turn the fish trans. True. Same.
How? And this is horrifying, because this is a mom inflicting this upon their own child, their own flesh and blood. I get sad taking my dogs to the vet for dental cleanings, or when they have to have a tooth
Yeah, exactly.
These are the biggest snowflakes on the goddamn planet. They're so fucking sensitive and crybaby. Like, I feel bad when I take my dogs to the... Why? They're getting their teeth cleaned. That means they won't get rotten teeth, and then they won't be in pain, and you won't have to get surgery for them. Sometimes things just fall off, and I don't want to risk it, Lamau. Don't be mad. The first time I heard the term zipper tits, I kind of laughed. What's a zipper tit? You get that on the boob jobs.
extracted.
Imagine getting emotional over dental cleanings, true.
This is a child.
No, he's 19 years old. He's not a child, okay? We're not doing this whole freshly 18.
Is an offspring, flesh and blood. I could not imagine doing this. Maybe I am overly sensitive. Maybe
I think you are. I think you are overly sensitive.
No, this is genuinely horrible.
I see stuff.
Deity, you literally have a fucking freak out when you can't find, like, your fucking whatever you're obsessed with that week, okay?
Like this, and I just can't fathom being a parent, being someone who is a caretaker, who is empowered and entrusted with the care of another living person, and going, you know, I think you're this, and I'm going to push this upon you, rather than letting you live your life and me take care of you and help set you up for success and give you the tools to be the best you can be.
I also feel bad when I take my cats in. They don't know what's happening. They're scared. And there are always risks, which I worry about. This guy wanted it, though, so not the flesh and blood. Well, I mean, it's just like, he is an adult. Like, he's an adult. Like, yeah, he communicates a different way. Like, they're engaging in, like, an absurd level of ableism right now.
To me, I know that, at least I hope this is what the mom is thinking. But
I hope the mom, I can't handle the fucking, God, these fucking, Sorry, she's just a baby. Baby girl. Like, unironically, I want to get everybody in the shot here. Okay, I guess it's not going to work, so we'll have to go to the... My apologies, Monsieur. I'm fixing the video as we speak. Okay?
Elliot.
Ableism maxing true.
Quote from him.
Stop quoting people and make actual arguments. Ableism maxing true. Ah, little baby man, little baby man.
And I think that's this mother.
This
What do you
mother.
think? Am I overreacting? Or is this abuse?
I think you need to go to your nearest psychiatrist, and I think you need to stop obsessing over trans people.
Let me know in the comments below. That's all I have for today. I'll catch you.
It's genuinely abuse. That's how I feel.
Why?
All right, so he goes on to react to the Foodie Beauty, I think the Harry funeral or something, and I just want to be clear. Now, my point in all of this is that, like I said, I'm not here to speak for trans people, and I think this issue is wildly complicated. And at the end of the day, I think it was important to at least present this other perspective because, first of all, to answer some questions that I think everybody has is whether this person, who is apparently named Sky, is trans. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, I don't know, but I think so. Because I looked up their channel, it's Sky Vitarity, and their primary topic seems to be trans issues. But not just because of the topic being trans issues. Deity has a penchant now because he used to be bold enough to just watch Matt Walsh and Candace Owens on his live streams. Now he tends to watch people like this, people like Blair White, basically trans women who will back up his opinion on, you know, being anti-trans. Now, I'm not saying that Sky or Blair White or anybody else is anti-trans here other than Deity at the end of the day. But I do want to say I don't necessarily agree with everything Keldo says here, and you don't necessarily have to either. I just think it's important that you even have two trans people giving their opinion on this. And in my opinion, what Keldo's at least opened up for me was the thought that maybe this person can consent. And maybe just a couple more clips of context would actually answer that question of whether or not this person could have consented to that surgery. Okay? So I feel like that's really what the question is here. But as pretty much expected here, Deity's screeching, I'm gonna call. Who am I gonna call? Do you think he ever made that fucking call? Do you think he ever made that fucking call if he's so fucking worried about this? Or do you think he takes the clip, he uses it for fucking content to push an agenda and moves on just like every other motherfucker on Twitter? If you actually thought something was going down, why'd you post it on Twitter instead of fucking calling somebody? No, I don't think anybody needs to be fucking called. This is a goddamn adult. I mean, go call them and please record it so we can hear them laughing over the phone when you tell them it's a grown adult. But like I said, you don't have to agree with any or everything here. All I'm saying is just listen to trans people on this issue and don't listen to fucking stupid asses like Deity. The reason I say this is because you will find more often than not that most trans people are a hell of a lot more reasonable than the psychos that you see on Twitter and the psychos that you see on Tumblr and like the really radical people that aren't even really willing to have a conversation. The fact that Xerix and Ginny were willing to have a conversation with Deity about this shit says a hell of a lot more like towards them than it does towards Deity being like, oh, I just wanted to hear different opinions so I could have content. All right, so this happened, or well, Keldo's reacted to this. Lilith, can you post Keldo's link in the chat again for me? The go subscribe to. Oh, actually, I'll just post the. If you want to watch this whole stream, here you go. I'll post the stream. And y'all go subscribe if you want to keep watching. I know Keldo's reacted to the Deity part too. And yeah, click on Lilith Moonchild's link. Subscribe to Keldo's. Definitely check out his channel. A conversation should always be welcomed. And I'm glad you guys had a conversation in the chat. I welcome that. I welcome engagement. Anyway. All right. So then Deity did, like I said, after the stream where he raged about trans people, Deity did another stream, and I don't even know what the point of this stream was, but we're gonna watch it anyway. It's only 7.5 minutes long.
Hey, Monsieur. Or Monsieur.
Oh, you're learning how to read. How cute. The Kit Kat mug.
It is definitely good to see you as well. It is definitely good to see you as well. I've missed you. Well, hey, Raven Lilith, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh, hey, Spice, how are you? Hey, Smitten Kitten. How's everybody doing? Hey, Resident.
What do you want, Deity? God damn it.
I'm glad you're doing well. I am okay, Smitten Kitten. Why wouldn't I be?
I'm fine
having
with
my morning
Mansoor. Who
coffee.
cares? Oh, his
I
morning
am good,
coffee.
Raven. I am
His
good.
morning coffee. That'll really get his heart pumping. That's gonna get his heart pumping real fucking hard. Having his morning fucking coffee.
But
you're in fucking Alabama. Make some fucking sweet tea, you fucking weirdo. Like anything to just cut back on the caffeine at least.
this is going to be a boring stream. I don't have anything to talk about. I kind of just want to come on and hang out a bit.
Oh my god.
Victoria is doing well. She is eating her roaches and taking her naps. She is doing well.
Bitch, I'm making some sweet tea now.
As you can probably tell, I've broken another tooth, so it's hard for me to speak as I'm between surgeries.
Aww.
I am
Aww.
between surgeries.
Aww.
Right, Mansoor, I have that nap life. But I don't want it. I want a real life. But you know, when you're crazy, you have what you have. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, my aunt was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. So they're doing a test.
Why the fuck do you sound excited about that? Ooh, I forgot to tell you guys. Stop with the sugar. What do you mean? Are you implying that all of the coffee and Coke Zero might be rotting his teeth away? I mean, I know the primary cause is the fucking Suboxone, but like at the same fucking time, like I guarantee you all of the fucking coffee and soda that he's chugging down is not helping the situation. Deity, don't talk about your I mean, for real. You know, I feel like I get in trouble for suggesting these things, but my point really is the fact that, like, I'm not this much of a weirdo. But the first thing that came to mind was everything that happened with Marty. And I was like, you know, I could be the kind of dickhead that goes and looks up an obituary, but, like, I don't do that shit. I'm not fucking breezy. I don't fucking do that kind of shit. Yeah, he's on Suboxone. He was fucking junkie. And I guess that's why he does nothing. I don't know how that works. I don't understand
Test to
this.
see if it's spread to her brain yet. But other than that, there are no treatment options on the table because it is so advanced. So they basically gave her a death sentence and told her to go home and wait. Hey, Kristen, I returned last night, girl.
Oh, yeah, that was
Hey,
Kai Bella.
Joanny.
My bad, Breezy. I hate to accuse you of something that you'd obviously do.
Dreams can be better than real life. Thank you, Smitten Kitten. Yeah, and my other aunt, she was also diagnosed with lung cancer, but I don't think it's as far along as my other aunt. But they were both smokers and smoked from like a very early age until now. Like they still smoke. Thanks, guys. Kristen, that evidence is still up. It is still up, alive and well. Go watch it. I guarantee you it's more entertaining than this. Right, Mansoor? I'm so glad I stopped smoking, but I did smoke for a whole decade, so who knows what's going to happen.
Womp womp.
Well, I think you can quit, Raven. You can totally.
I mean, it's such doomer shit. Oh, well, I smoked for 10 years, so who knows what's gonna happen. I guess I'm gonna die tomorrow. I'm gonna have lung cancer too, like everybody, because I'm just, everything bad happens to me. I haven't told y'all this story yet, but I had somebody, oh my God, it's now hitting me. I had a female deity. I went to the dentist, and there was this girl in the chair next to me trauma dumping for like an hour straight. And the dentist couldn't like get away from the girl to like walk over to my room so that I could get, you know, my fucking cleaning. She couldn't get away from the patient because the patient was trauma dumping and crying and shit and making all of this fucking nonsense. It sounded like a therapy appointment. And she was doing this same kind of bullshit, just like how everything bad happens to me, and I've had all these surgeries, and my parents are drug addicts, and I was like, "This shut the fuck up. It's a dentist."
This. Right, Mansoor? I'm so glad I stopped smoking, but I did smoke for a whole decade, so who knows what's going to happen. Thank you, Kristen. Well, I think you can quit, Raven. You can totally quit. Really, Mansoor? Really? I'm skeptical. I've had a headache all day, so this live may not be too long. I just wanted to come on and chat a bit. Well, that's great. We need to get Victoria a little brother or sister. My birthday's coming up.
I hope that little fucking laugh means you're fucking joking. After the little fucking hissy fit that you threw over this fucking spider, I sure hope you're fucking joking. Because Deity, do you understand how much content there is out there of you that I haven't shown? Like you literally crying over a spider back in what, 2020, 2021? You just breaking down in tears, like embarrassing shit. You having a mental fucking breakdown over a fucking spider. When had I known that before you started talking about this bullshit spider? I would have used that as content so long ago. I would have used that. I would have used that so far. But like, this is what I'm saying. I've been nice to him. I have him in a torrid dress.
Right, Mansoor. It just sits there. What do you mean fill its life?
No more spiders.
I do have one. Her name is Victoria.
Great. Where's the video? Where's the spider videos?
How she eats right now, since she's still so little, I have to pre-kill the roach and throw it in there and leave it there for hours until she finally finds it and latches on. It'll be a while until we have her actually doing takedowns. She's got to get a lot bigger first. Yeah, exactly, Mansoor. Just like me. Congrats, Joanne E.
Yeah, whatever happened to the fruit flies? Actually, he ordered fruit flies.
All right, guys.
When it started snowing again.
Hey, Donna, I did miss you a lot. Do I play video games? I do not. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I have a headache. I just wanted to come and hang out a bit. I'll probably be back on later. I will probably be back on later. Thank you, Joanne. It was okay, Nagasaki. Not long enough, actually. Bye, guys.
Wow, what good content. A fucking 7.5 minute fucking stream where he comes on, says he has a headache. I'll be back later. Now, he doesn't come back later. Now, one reason he doesn't come back later is because he's a fucking liar. But possibly, let's give him the benefit of the doubt here. Let's just pretend for a minute that somebody intervened and said, "No, Deity, no more live streams. Enough is enough. I'm not gonna let you loop this time. You're gonna put out that goddamn spider video, or I'm gonna tell your mom and dad that you're keeping that fucking spider in the shed." Let's just assume that happened, okay? Because we finally... I want to clap in the chat for this. We finally got a spider video.
No, I'm thoroughly disappointed because, well,
My pet
I
spider, Victoria,
was able to order a sling, a baby spiderling, due to the kindness of another viewer, right? Right. Finally able to order one after missing mine for so long. But I had to wait a whole fucking week from the time I ordered it for them to ship it because of the weather. No problem. I waited that week. They finally fucking shipped it yesterday. It spent a whole day in transit. Supposed to arrive today. And I get an update saying that it's not going to arrive until Monday. Monday. Do you know that it's going to be dead by Monday? It will be dead. Delayed package.
He even fucking kept in... Now, a lot of these are clips from the live streams, by the way. And he kept in the fucking clip of him being a goddamn Karen.
Speak to a representative.
Speak to a representative.
I'm in contact with a representative who says the problem is the address on the box is wrong. I asked what the address on the box was, and it's my fucking address. It wasn't wrong. It was not wrong.
Stop screaming.
Yes, ma'am. It's a live tarantula. Yeah, definitely trying to stay warm. It's like 20 degrees here. My package came.
It's 20 degrees here. Now, before we get into this, I want everyone to remember, I didn't confirm anything. I speculated that this room looked uninsulated and that this looked like a shed, a well-kept shed, but a shed nonetheless. Okay? Now, do you guys still think this is a shed? Come on. You guys know Deity's more responsible than that. But I do want to point out one other thing. This is the stream that I don't have. He put in, I don't know if he's taunting me here, but he put in clips from the one stream that I didn't record. So you, Smelly Cat, and Evil Unicorn, you were right. This stream does exist, and I just happened to miss it.
My package came. We got a spiderling, but it may not be alive because the package was delayed by 2 days.
You were right.
I'm opening the package. It's dead. It's got to be dead.
It's dead.
I'm so scared to open it. It's in this little bitty vial. I know it's dead because it's so cold to the touch. I'm going to put it in front of the heater for a minute. Bear with me.
The heater.
I see it. I think it's alive.
Stop screaming.
I think it's alive.
Has he got chopsticks over
I'm
there?
really freaking the fuck out.
Oh, they're tweezers.
I'm freaking the fuck out. It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Oh my god. Deity, where are you? No, what the hell is that? What the hell is this? Maybe he's just going out here for a tool or something. This is probably where he keeps the cockroaches.
Well, this is Victoria's house.
Womp womp. I told you fucking people. It was a fucking shed. I told you people. He was keeping this fucking spider in a goddamn shed. And he was freaking out about the spider freezing to death.
And as you can see, it is being used for storage, and I have just a little bit of space for Victoria. It's a mess. It is a mess. It is heated.
Oh, so we have a little space heater here, which I assume, I'm just guessing it doesn't have like Wi-Fi capabilities. If this heater is on like all day long, running up your parents' power bill, they're gonna find out about this eventually. This is just in general not well thought out at the very least. This is just not well thought out. I told you it was a shed. I told you it was an uninsulated motherfucking shed. You can go ahead and click the join button and become a member to say, you were right.
We have electricity. And here we have Victoria herself.
Freezing to death.
She is doing well, but she is a bit like having a pet rock. She doesn't really do anything. She doesn't.
What the fuck is she supposed to do? She's in a goddamn fucking condiment cup. What the hell is she supposed to do? Put her in a fucking, a little fucking habitat or some shit. What did you think you were getting into with the spider? It's not gonna do... You think it's gonna do backflips and tricks and shit?
I'm waiting for her to molt because her abdomen is quite large. Because she's eaten quite a bit in my care.
Ah!
See her abdomen, how shiny it is?
You don't have to breathe right into the microphone.
It's like a little balloon ready to burst. And yeah, the substrate is a bit too wet. I just dampened it a bit, but that will evaporate. It will evaporate. Now, this is a species that is humidity dependent. Too much can be a problem. Too little can be a problem. She's an avicularia morph type 6, or the Avicularia metallica.
You're in one of the fucking most humid parts of fucking Alabama. What do you mean you need to get... How are you going to control the humidity in here, especially when it's the middle of winter?
But in this bin, I have the roaches. I have very few roaches, but this is what I've been feeding her. And basically, what I do is I open the bin. I find a roach. See, I have very few roaches.
Oh my god.
Very few roaches. But I find one and I kill it.
Oh.
And I feed it to Victoria. Because they are too big for her right now to take down on her own. So what I do, like I said, is I pre-kill them and leave them for her to scavenge. Because she is so little, right now she will scavenge for prey.
What happened to the fruit flies you ordered?
And I replaced the boxes the books were in so they would stack better. So now they're in totes right here, along with some other critter keeping supplies. And then I got some junk to throw away over here. And yeah, this is where I keep Victoria.
What happened to the fruit flies you ordered? You fucking fruit ball? Jesus fucking Christ. So, I mean, we finally got a spider video. I guess that's something. Right? That's it? What's worse is he posted this 8 days ago. Where's part 2? Deity, where are the spider videos? There should be more than one spider video, okay? We said spider videos, okay? I know, maybe I'm expecting too much from him. I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ. But Deity, I don't want to do this back and forth anymore. You're fucking annoying! So I'm going to let Russ, dear Russ, have the last word here. Because Russ, you little fucking is Russ still here? You little fucking clickbaiter. I think he saw I was doing this live stream and decided to fucking post a video. I think he knows what he's doing. He knew I was going to react to this. Some more thoughts on Deity plus his spider. He knew I was going to have to react to this. But see, this is the thing. Unicorn told him? Did you really, evil unicorn? Listen, here's the thing. Deity, you could learn something from this. You could learn something from this. Make some videos fucking talking shit on some of these psycho fucking reaction channels, and I might watch it for that. I might watch it for that, you know? Like, this is how you get people to watch your content. You clickbait them. And like I said, I'm going to let Russ have the final word here.
All right. Hello again, everybody. It's Russ here with yet another one as per usual. So, yeah, I got some thoughts today. I got some thoughts today on, because M60 / worst of the internet were streaming again earlier about Deity and Deity Spider, and I'd like to say some more things. So I'm not you know, I don't have any issues with anybody owning like any spiders or snakes or anything, but I personally would never own a spider in my life because A, you don't know if it's going to end up biting you or not. 9 times out of 10, if you make a fucking mistake when caring for a spider, you're going to get bit. Okay. Number two is they don't really eat a lot of the things that, you know, people say that they're supposed to eat. At least from what I've seen. I've seen a lot of videos on spiders and what they eat and how they, you know, take care of their babies and everything. Like majority of the time, they don't eat a lot. They really don't. They really don't. And the same goes for snakes. Snakes don't really eat a lot either. And I'm just going off of what I've personally seen. Okay, I'm just going off of what I've personally seen. I'm not trying to rip off from, you know, other people who own pets experiences, because this is solely my take, my perspective. Spiders and snakes, in my honest opinion, don't, you know, I don't see the need to own either of those myself. The only pet that I have owned, I have had, let's see, one, two, three, four dogs in my entire life. So yeah, when it comes to Deity and his spider, I don't think it's going to survive well enough in a shed. In all honesty, I really don't, because you're not going to be able to get, you know, what if you know, you end up accidentally knocking over the tank. There's the thought, you know, you have to be really careful with where you put the spider, because if you accidentally break something, okay, it's going to be a huge mess. And there's also the risk of the spider, you know, running into places where you're not going to be able to get it. And the same goes for snakes. Like spiders and snakes, they can crawl into, they can go into really, really hard to reach places, and you're not going to be able to get a hold of them to put them back in their enclosures or tanks or whatever it is. So, you know, I mean, Deity's taking a real big risk. Deity's taking a real big risk. But when has Deity not taken a risk, huh? When has Deity not taken a risk before? Oh, the package! The package came! Woo! All right. Okay. Oh God. All right. Well, it's all I have to say. So yeah. That's all, folks. RUSS Russ is gone.
So,
2 wasps.
okay. So, yeah, let's just leave it there, Deity. Okay? Let's just leave it at that. Two wasp. Yeah, that's how those two are. It's quite entertaining. Okay. Well, I have to end my live stream. I know I usually am on until 10, but that's all I really had for tonight. Unless you want to give me more money or become a member, I might as well fucking go. I will probably be live on the other channel tomorrow. And I will more than likely be back here Wednesday. I'm not totally sure what I'm doing, but if I can get it all together, I might finally do that Zachary Michael stream. Called Jesus Cow. He's crying. You called Jesus Cow. He doesn't come to my streams anymore. He fucking hates me. Fucking bitch. Anyway, Carrie and her husband and her husband's boyfriend. Oh wait, no, it says scheduled. They're not live yet. Hold on, I think they're live. Let me check. I'm pretty sure they're live. Chud Logic is crying. Good. You know what happened during that whole drama where people were like, you're doxing people? I went in his chat one time and I said, he said something about, how is that doxing, mate? And I said, it kind of sounds like doxing to me. And he banned me. And then he pulled up my analytics and made fun of me because, and I had quit streaming on Twitch like 2 months earlier. He made fun of my Twitch fucking statistics. I was like, fuck you,
So I don't want to
bitch.
get it started now.
Shani goes missing, Anja gets clowned. So they'll probably be covering some of what we were talking about today on Hussy's channel. So I'm going to raid, and Devil Brandon, Shadow Brandon, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. You still forgot to become a member, and you still owe me $250, okay? And with the price of eggs being what it is right now, I could really use that. So chop chop. Anyway, thank you guys for coming by. I really appreciate it. Y'all go over here, and if it doesn't redirect you, here's the link. Thank you guys again for coming by. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good rest of the night.